So I am a Southern girl, and as a Southern girl, we love sweet tea around my house. I'm going to show you how I make a raspberry sweet tea, okay? This stuff's awesome. All right, so over here, I've got about 3 or 4 cups of water. That's all you need. 4 family-sized tea bags, and you can get this all over the place. Look for the ones that say they're specially blended. All right. Over here, I have 2 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar, which is the makings of simple syrup, right? It's a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar and water. I have a 1.5 cups of raspberries. If you happen to have a good, inexpensive source of fresh raspberries, knock yourself out. Where we live, they're hideously expensive. And for this, you're going to kick the fire out of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So what we're doing here is making a raspberry simple syrup, okay? So I've got this on medium heat. I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and I'm going to let it simmer for probably 5 minutes or so. We're going to get the raspberries nice and squishy. We're going to dissolve all the sugar. And over here, all I'm doing to these tea bags is I'm going to bring these up to a boil and let them sit. Now, I know that's a lot of tea for that amount of water, but don't forget, we got a lot more water over here. And then we're going to add ice to the whole thing, okay? So, bring this to a boil, cut it off, let it just sit there and steep. Bring this to a boil, give it 5 minutes. I'll show you what it looks like after that. Okay, so I brought my tea bags to a boil, and I let them come off the heat immediately, but I let it steep for about 5 minutes or so. And you can see that's some pretty dark tea, right? You don't want it to steep any longer than that because then your tea gets bitter, but you do want a nice strong base for this, and that is. All right, so I don't know why I poured that through the strainer, but I did. This is what you need to pour, get out of here. This is what you need to pour through the strainer. I'll start smacking you.
You're welcome.
That's what mamas do with wooden spoons. Okay, so this is our raspberry simple syrup, okay? Now, if you don't like tea very, very sweet, cut that sugar in half. Cut it down to 1 cup. Like I said, we're Southerners. You can't get more sugar in there for us. Enough sugar in there for us. All right, so now I'm going to make a mess. This part you do want to strain. Now, look at the, can you see the what's floating on the top of the liquid? Those are the raspberry seeds. You really don't want those in there. I mean, they're not going to hurt you. They might get in your teeth and drive you nuts. If I had a dental floss sponsor, we could promote the ingestion of raspberry seeds. Actually, there are a couple of illnesses or conditions where you don't want to eat those. Not many. Okay. So, okay. You think you can stand over there and whisper and nobody's going to hear you trying to get my attention?
I thought ruined your video when I smacked my hip on the doorknob.
I'm glad you didn't cuss on camera.
Glad for that.
That was my oldest trying to let me know he should be commended for not cussing on camera. Because he was trying to sneak the laundry. Pardon me. Alright, so all you do here is run that through the strainer. You want every last drop of raspberry goodness. So you really kind of do want to work it through. Okay? Raspberries are, oh, they're so good. And we're getting down to the, it doesn't have a whole lot more to give up. Have you fogged up the camera yet? Oh, that was smooth. Okay. Now, give me half a second. Let me do a little cleanup and I will be back.
We're on film.
Oh, no. All right, fine. Thank you.
You can cut it out.
Okay, now can I go?
Yeah.
All right, so normally I would tell you to fill the rest of the container up with ice and stir it, and then you can serve it, except we used all the ice a little while ago and I didn't realize it. And we're down to that much, which is probably not enough. Anyway, I put cold water in here to bring it up to about a gallon, because you're going to end up with a gallon. Normally you would fill that part with ice, and we, all right, this is great timing. Watch this. It's nice to have relatives that live 2 doors down. So normally you would fill that up with ice, right? But it's still pretty warm, so it's going to melt my ice, and I don't care, because I'm going to have it anyway. Watch me spill it, because I don't have the lid on. Yep. Ooh, that's all pretty.
I get that glass.
And you might want to make 2 gallons because it goes pretty fast. All right, that's how you make raspberry iced tea.